Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel this week. I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to get any videos up these past 2 weeks. I knew if I just rushed to put a video together in these past 2 weeks, it would have been really bad looking, so I just decided I'm gonna wait and film something that I'm excited to film. But long story short, now I'm free to film and I cannot wait to make this video for you guys. Before we get into it, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much, and if you're not yet subscribed, pause the video here, scroll down, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be posting a new video every Sunday. So as you can tell by the title of this video, we are going to have a sit down and talk about Celebrity Big Brother, and its first season wrapped up just 1 week ago. So if you happen to watch Celebrity Big Brother, you're gonna understand the things that I'm talking about, whereas if you haven't seen the season, most of what I'm about to say is probably not going to make any sense to you, just warning you in advance. So for those of you who don't know, I am a huge Big Brother fan, and ever since they announced that the first season of Celebrity Big Brother would air this winter, I was so excited. Now this season was really different because usually the season is filmed over the span of 3 months, but this season was condensed to 3 weeks, meaning that instead of people going home every week, they would be going home pretty much every other day. And I'll get into what I did like about that and what I didn't really like about that. So I'm just gonna talk about the different people in the house and how I thought gameplay went in competitions and who I thought would win, just different things that I thought about the show and how it was structured differently. And obviously my opinions are my opinions, so you might not agree with them, but it's just my perspective on the show. So the cast for this season was Ariadna Gutierrez, who I didn't really know prior to the show. She was the former Miss Universe who Steve Harvey accidentally crowned. Brandi Glanville, who was on The Real Housewives show. Chuck Liddell, who's a wrestler, boxer, something like that. Next is James Maslow, who was my pick from day one to win the show, primarily because Big Time Rush was one of my favorite shows growing up. So considering that I got to watch him on TV again this many years later, I felt the need to pick him. Next is Keisha Pulliam, and she, I think, was an actress. Marissa Winokur, and she was on Broadway for Hairspray, I'm pretty sure. Mark McGrath, who is in a band. Meta World Peace, who plays basketball. Omarosa, who I hadn't seen on any other show, but apparently she's known for being on different shows. Ross Matthews, who is a TV personality, and Shannon Elizabeth, who plays poker and is an actress. So in the first couple episodes, I got to see the personalities of the different house guests, and I could tell that they're all very genuinely nice people, but I think that's kind of the part that bothered me about them having Big Brother with celebrities. The celebrities are trying so hard to make sure that they look good to the public that they kind of don't want to play the game, because usually in the game you lie and cheat your way to get further, but I think everybody was afraid to lie to each other. So I think that just bothered me because there were so many times where people could have taken advantage of the power that they had, but they were too scared to have people not like them, so they didn't do it. Personally, I just think it's a lot more entertaining and exciting when people make crazier moves and decide to be bold and go against the pack, but that's just me thinking. So the first big twist that happened in this season was the gift bag twist. So with the gift bag twist, all of the gift bags were filled with random things except for one gift bag that had a recast HOH power in it. So there were 11 people and only one got the recast power. So at the first nomination ceremony where people were allowed to use their gift bags, the first one used was Keisha's, and she had the recast power in it. I don't know why this twist annoyed me as much as it did. I don't know if I just was annoyed that I never got to see what was in any of the other gift bags, because the twist was literally over within like a day of it happening. Usually when a twist happens, like, it can affect multiple weeks over the course of the game, and this one literally lasted 1 episode. And even when the recast power was used and Keisha took over Shannon's spot as HOH making nominations, her nominations were exactly the same, or at least they would have been the exact same, so nothing changed because of that twist. I just think there was more potential for that twist than there actually ended up being. And off the top of my head, I can't even think of any other twists that happened this season aside from the choose your veto twist, and that was completely separate, but I just think that the twist could have been so much better this season. I know CBS didn't want to give celebrities like the really hard punishments or the really hard twists, obviously because they're celebrities and they don't want to do anything to make them upset.
2 hours later.
I actually forgot that I had to do a couple things with my family, but now I am back and ready to finish out this video. From what I remember, the last thing I talked about was the gift bag twist, so hopefully that's accurate, and I'm just gonna go off of that. So the gift bag twist didn't really do much to shake up the house, and the alliances were pretty much the guys versus the girls. When different alliances started to form between different people, that's when the game finally started to kick into gear a little bit. For me, I was just just hoping that James would be able to align with people that would take him to the end, but as we know, that didn't really end up happening. Something I wish was different was the way that some people approached the different competitions. For the competitions, whenever James or Shannon was playing, they always went like very hard to win 100% of the time, which I don't know. I don't think they should have done it like that, because then they literally set themselves up as a threat. That made everybody hate Shannon, and then that made everybody hate James, and then next thing you know, Omarosa sends him home, and the one competition that would have saved him, of course he didn't win, so it just, if he would have won that HOH. And especially with Shannon, because she was like playing the game so hard 100% of the time, which I was surprised nobody else except Ross was actually doing that. So even though everybody was targeting Shannon and trying to get her out, I honestly think that everybody should have been playing their game just like Shannon, except maybe dumbing down their abilities a little bit. I mean, let's face it, in that one spelling competition where she spelled responsibilities and everybody else couldn't even spell like a 5-letter word, it's like you're setting yourself up as a threat. As for drama in the house too, something that just really made the show interesting was the feud between Brandy and James. That was the funniest thing, and I loved how the two like did not get along whatsoever. James's sarcasm in the show was honestly the best thing, which made me again so angry when he left. I also really liked watching Ross this season because he actually wasn't afraid to take risks, and that's what got him to the final 2. Ross always won the competitions that he needed to win, and he actually wasn't afraid to make big moves. Even though pretty much everyone in the house was against the idea of being dishonest or devious against other people, Ross wasn't afraid to actually play the game, which as a viewer was so relieving, because if Ross wasn't in the house, nobody would have done anything. Even though Ross didn't exactly get in any conflicts with anybody, he was on good terms with everybody, he was still able to get big threats out, which was the point of the game. I am kind of mad that Marissa won the game though, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I liked Marissa, but she just didn't do much. She was honest and she didn't lie to people, which that's great, but she didn't win HOH up until the very last second, which of course was the most important HOH. It was our free ticket into the finals, and then when she was trying to explain like what she had done, why she deserves to win, all she could say was she was honest, which that's fine, but she didn't really play the game. And again, that's just my opinion. I just think that Ross did so much more to earn that spot in final 2. I think he should have won the game. I just think there was a lot of potential to do things that never happened, and instead of, you know, the people who manage it throwing in more twists and stuff, every single episode was almost just repetitive of each other. It was almost like there was a routine for every single episode where obviously somebody gets in power, they discuss who's going up, and the person goes up, and it's 99% of adults can't pass this middle school quiz. Can you? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna screen record it so you guys can see it too. Start quiz. 40 questions? Smallest planet in our solar system. Mercury. Oh, correct. Not a continent. US. It's a verb. Okay, I'm 3 for 3. Hey, I learned about this! It's chlorophyll! Okay, what the heck? I've gotten 100% so far. Oh god. I think I just jinxed myself. General. Oh god, I got it right! What country is... This is fun. This took a completely random turn. I don't know. This is completely unrelated to Celebrity Big Brother. Not on the continent of Asia. I think it's Russia. No! It's okay, we'll redeem ourselves. Capital of Texas? Isn't it Dallas? Austin! Oh! Closest to the sun? Mercury. Wives did... Oh, dang, you had a lot of wives. 5. 6 wives? King Henry. Lightning round, 5 questions left. Milligrams in a gram. 1,000. First person to walk on the room. Not the room, the moon. Still exists today. Great Pyramid. Okay, another guess. France. Southernmost state capital. Honolulu. Okay, see results. Oh, this kid is impressed with your knowledge. Thanks Thanks, kid. 30 out of 40. I'm pretty happy with that. So now that I've taken that quiz, let me get back to wrapping up my thoughts about Celebrity Big Brother. So overall, I really liked their idea of putting a bunch of celebrities in a house and going for the Celebrity Big Brother spin on normal Big Brother, except I think it would have been so much better if they would have taken the time to make it a longer season and found celebrities that were willing to go through the genuine Big Brother experience. So a lot of things could have been different, but I am happy that I stuck around to watch the entire season, and I'm still hoping that one day I'll get to be a Big Brother house guest myself. I think the ideal Celebrity Big Brother would be a season that takes place in the summer, like normal Big Brother would, takes place over the normal span of around 3 months, and with all the crazy twists and turns that the normal Big Brother experience has. But then again, maybe you really enjoyed this season and thought it was the best one that they've done to this point. So if you really liked it, or if you just want to share your ideas on how the season was, feel free to leave them in the comments below, because I'm definitely interested to see your take on it. Again, I just want to say how my opinions are my opinions, so if you don't agree with them, I completely respect that, and everyone can feel how they want to feel about the show, but that's just my take on it. Thank you for sticking around until the end of the video, and again, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Before I sign off, I know spring is very quickly approaching, and I wanted to do some spring-themed videos, so if you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave them down below, and I will be checking them out. So with that all being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, that whole thing, and I will see you guys next week. Bye! When does winter end? So if you have any suggestions, fees? Do you hear this wind?